Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Well, if it isn't the leaks making an appearance again. Some very early leaks, I may add, for our next big Bombazo evolution coming to this game on Friday. This one is related to center backs. It's going to be the first max 90 3-play style plus center back evo that we have had this year. My biggest tip right now before this comes out would be sell the center backs you have in your team, especially if they carry some value, because this evo is bound to be good and it is coming on Friday. We're going to take a look at those leaks and the team that is coming in packs on Friday as well. The leakers were just releasing everything yesterday. We have official stats for the League One team of the season that is coming out on Friday, plus news of the other 3 leagues of team of the season that will be joining the French League. We're going to look at all those leaks and focus in on today's content on Wednesday because it is guaranteed TOTS pack day. The Bundesliga SBC should be out and another guaranteed TOTS player pick should be out today as well. We're going to weave in some conversation about the market and explain how EA is giving out these free icons to people on PlayStation. Let's discuss, guys. If you're excited for this one, drop a thumbs up on it, hype the video if you can, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's start by talking about those icon player picks that everybody on PlayStation is getting right now. With yesterday's release of FC26 as a free game in the PlayStation Store, there was also this PlayStation icon pack that everybody on PlayStation can go and obtain to get 3 icon or hero player picks and some gold cards 84 and above for SBCs. It's really easy to get this. You just go over to the PlayStation Plus tab over here. You go over to the search bar and you're going to type in icon. And once you type in icon, you will see the actual pack show up for you there. You claim it, restart your FC26 game, and you will be able to open the pack, and it'll be the player picks. It'll literally just be this right here, the PlayStation Plus icons pack. You redeem it and boom, it is there. I posted a specific TikTok and Instagram reel on that yesterday too if you want some more step-by-step analysis on how that works and to see some of the player picks that were open. I like this because it's cool and because I'm on PlayStation. If I was on Xbox like I used to be back in the day or on PC, then I wouldn't like this because I would feel left out. But I think EA should do more of those things where they give us all free cards. I was just reminded by kind of the free aspect of this that back in FC25 last year, we had so many free things. That Zidane card, the Maradona, the Streets Won't Forget cards. I think there was even more free stuff later on in the year. There was just a lot of cards that EA would give us that then we'd go do evos for or objectives for, and that doesn't feel like it's been a part of the game this year, and I kind of found those fun last year. So I wish they would do a bit more of that, and those free icon picks kind of reminded me of that. Now, yesterday's content on Tuesday really wasn't that crazy apart from those icon picks. We did have a refresh of the weekly rush points, and this objective here, that guys, I'll be honest, it's not for us. This is for the people that just started playing this game and are getting the game for free through the PlayStation Store. This is a O'Reilly Inform, Isak Toure center back, Messi gold card, Van de Ven gold card, and Esme Brooks gold card. And EA says that you can complete these challenges below to earn some of the community's favorite players to evolve. Maybe this Van de Ven and maybe Messi are still cards that people want to evolve, but I guess maybe the Nico O'Reilly and the Isak Toure are too, because if you take a look at the FUTBIN Popular Evos page, those cards are in there as people are building out evolutions at this very moment in time. So I find that objective very interesting, but honestly, the best way that I can describe it is it's not for those of us who have been playing the game for a long time. It's for the new guys that are hopping on the game. Now, to yesterday's evolution content, we have to discuss the Evo that we got. It's called Gear 5. It's 75,000 coins. And I don't think it's worth that much. I am personally not a huge fan of this Evo because it gives such a big overall boost. It gives +5 everywhere, right? +5 across the face of the card, which is good. 5-star weak foot and 5-star skills, but it gives +5 overall. Like you put an 86 rated player to this and they're going to 91 rated. And with some of the stat caps that are on this Evo, like, yeah, sure, you get some nice boosts here, and Bergvall goes up to be a decent card, but he's not getting a 3rd place top plus, and he's not getting stats into the like 92s and the 93s. We're getting stats capped at 86 and 88 inside of this Evo. This would be a good chain evolution for like a silver card or for a gold if you've got somebody that you're running through a whole bunch of Evos to create a chain. So like maybe I'll put this on my Ollie Burke Evo, who is a gold card, and he's like 81 rated. Maybe I will do that. But also at the same time, 75,000 coins just seems like a lot. And like, good idea. But if this just gave a +1 overall or +2 overall, it'd be a lot better than an entire +5 stat boost on the card. Maybe I'm missing something with that Evo, but for me, that one is not super useful or super exciting. Now to yesterday's SBC content, we go where we had another showdown. This is for the Europa League semifinal between Freiburg and Braga. And this Griffo card, if they win, that would be they being Freiburg. If they win 5-star, 4-star, getting a third place style plus and getting a +2 on top of this, that's going to be a pretty cracked card. Again, 93 pace, 92 shooting, 94 passing, and 93 dribbling. If indeed they go ahead and win this game, playstyles are looking okay for this card. Again, he would get a third place style plus in that event of a win. Same thing for Grilic. I mean, Tiki and the intercept plus, he would go to a 92 and get 89 pace, 93 passing and dribbling, and 92 defending on a solid center mid, center defensive mid card, and even has the ability to play center back as well right here. So they're both pretty cheap. They're 29,000 coins to get done and get involved with if you see a need to do those. Also, yesterday we have this Reutler SBC for 73,000 coins. You've got a center mid cam striker, 4-star, 4-star with pretty good stats. Maybe the dribbling is just okay, decent for this stage of the game. Passing is a little bit odd. I mean, you've got great short passing, but the long passing, the curve, and the vision are not the greatest. The shooting is very good. The pace is phenomenal. Anticipate, kind of random for a card that does have the striker position, but also has center, mid, and cam. It's not terrible. It's also not expensive. I'm probably going to be skipping. The best SBC content yesterday was the return of the 86x2 and the 91 plus 1 of 3 TOTS pick that we got. Now, I'm going to open these 86x2 packs here really quick just to have a little bit of fun on the video. Guys, I opened a decent amount of packs yesterday on the stream, and the TOTS counter didn't even go up. We're at 101. I guess technically it went up 1. I forgot. We were at 100 before that, I believe. But it barely moved yesterday. I was a little unfortunate to see no blues from the 8314. I didn't do a whole bunch of pack grind, but like I did a little bit. I didn't open a store pack, of course, when the 575,000 coin pack refreshes. Maybe that's today, maybe it's tomorrow. I'll be opening that one for sure, just because we're sending our coins that we've traded up to so far this year into those store packs right now to pack big boy team of the seasons. But the 86 times 2s are good value. Even though I didn't get a team of the season there, those are must complete SBCs each and every day. Now, the other SBC that I'm going to call a must complete is that new 91 plus TOTS pick that we got. This was a surprise because we have not been getting TOTS player picks on Tuesdays. We're expecting one of those today on a Wednesday, but not even a 91 plus guarantee, which really isn't helping out that much if we're being honest. It's taking out a couple of 90 rated cards, but whatever. It's a 91 plus TOTS player pick. The thing is, guys, we were opening these yesterday on stream, and for an 86 with an inform or TOTS, and then 2 other 87 rated squads, if there's no player SBCs that you want to do right now, which is exactly the point that I'm at, these are just worth doing. It's fun because not only do you have a chance at packing a decent TOTS card, what else do you have to lose? If you get a random TOTS card from your 8314, or if you get a Team of the Week card from just having a bunch of 84s in your club and doing the 84 plus Team of the Week pack, which I highly recommend doing because we need Team of the Weeks and Team of the Seasons right now, just chuck that into this. And guys, this is super cheap. It's 99,000 coins technically, but it's way cheaper than that if you're going to be crafting it using some of your fodder from the 86x2 and the 83x14s like I already mentioned. This gives you a decent chance at packing good cards. Yesterday on stream, we packed a Cristiano Ronaldo, we packed a Harry Kane, we packed a Clara Bull, the 4-play style plus front Bundesliga card, and countless other like W polls from this player pick. I was shocked. I'm not going to say the weight's like super cracked or super OP. All I'm saying is every 2 days, try to craft this player pick if there's no other player SBCs that you're interested in, because that is a solid little pack or player pick to try out, and it's team of the season. We're meant to have fun with packs like that, in my opinion. Now let's talk about fodder, because of course you need fodder for SBCs. The 85s and 86s are holding their price. Yesterday these cards were once again 1.2 to 1.3k. They spiked to above 2,000 coins. They're still almost 2,000, which means they're going to go even higher today on Wednesday before Division Rivals rewards. If you have any of these cards, just list them higher today. I'd say the same thing about the 89 rated cards. And I still have an investment opportunity for you guys here on 93 TOTS cards, because if you take a look at these graphs from yesterday, these cards are right now winnable on bid for 20,000 coins. And yesterday, same thing. They were at 21K, winnable on bid for 20, and they went all the way to 23, 24 in the early morning hours. That was the case there for her card. And for Kang Sang, basically the same thing, right? Yeah, peaked at 24,000 coins. With less supply from Weekend League happening on the market today as well, I highly recommend getting on bids for 93 Team of the Season cards at 20,000 coins. I think you can at least lazy list them on the market and get sales for 25K today, and that is just some very easy money. Now, speaking of the market, before we dive in too deep to these Bundesliga TOTS cards, which we might be trading with today, we got to talk about the UCL semifinal, number 1, that happened yesterday. Of course, Arsenal beat Atletico Madrid on aggregate 2-1. They are through to the final, and that means we have third playstyle pluses incoming for the Eze and the Hincapie cards on this game. Also a +1 overall coming in for these items as well. Prices for cards like Hincapie, right? The winner cards going through the roof. He's max price 1.1 million coins as people await this upgrade. And I'm going to be honest, given this card a +1 and a third PS plus, if they do give him Intercept plus, he may be the best center back, or at least one of the best center backs in the game. That card is going to be ridiculous, right? Same thing for Eze. If you did the SBC, you're feeling pretty happy right now that you got this card. I'm not sure what playstyle plus EA would give him here. Maybe an incisive plus. Maybe they go for a quick step or a rapid. We'll have to see, or Tiki Taka even. Be really interesting to see what playstyle plus they give him. Those upgrades might be taking place on Friday. It seems like EA is kind of changing the upgrade schedule a little bit because they did not upgrade the Women's Champions League cards like Vicky Lopez and Irene Paredes, although they were due upgrades. So I think we might be looking at Fridays for the new upgrade day for these Champions League cards, which is what it used to be back in the day. But again, EA's been kind of all over the place and random with those live cards. So Arsenal cards are up because their upgrades are incoming. Atletico Madrid cards like Sorloth and Molina absolutely crushed. This is the worry, honestly, for the game that's happening today between PSG and Bayern. Whoever doesn't go through is going to see an astronomical drop-off because we've got two extremely expensive cards with upgrades on the line today. We've got Doué, who's 4.2 million coins, and Musiala, who's 1.4, and he was 900K after Bayern lost the first leg at PSG. Now, it looks like people are favoring Bayern to kind of come back since the game is at home for them at the Allianz Arena today, but that's going to be a fantastic game, and if you have any of these live cards, selling in the hype would be the safe shout. But again, there are live upgrades on the line, and there's even the showdowns, the Barney and Nico Jackson upgrades that are on the line today as well. Now, let's turn the conversation into the news because it kind of feels like EA themselves might be sort of done with this Bundesliga week of Team of the Season. The content has just been okay. Sure, we started off with two great SBCs. We've had the Teo Hernandez. We've had the Garasi fun cards. We've had the 91 plus player pick like we had yesterday. But it kind of just feels like we're a little bit in the grind of Team of the Season right now in terms of the repetitiveness of it. I'm still chasing Harry Kane. I'm still enjoying the pack grind and trying to get some of these cards, but we've got maybe one of the lesser hyped weeks of Team of the Season upcoming, and that is League One. But EA might try to spice it up like they should with evolution content. Now, we've come to expect 3 Playstyle Plus EVOs every Friday of Team of the Season. Like we had the cut-in Say Less EVO this last week. We've had a 3 Playstyle Plus EVO now for the last 3 weeks in a row, and that trend continues this Friday, as this leak yesterday was the first leak about a max 90 center back evolution that gives 3 playstyle pluses, and Foot Police is saying it is Bombazo level, so it must be pretty good. Now, my curious mind with this is, what is making it Bombazo level? Is it the 3rd playstyle plus or the 3 playstyle pluses that this gives, like Intercept plus, Bruiser, Quick Step, or is it like the stats? Like, are we going to 91 or 2 or 93 pace? Because a lot of the center back evos that we've had, EA do not really want us to get center backs over 90 pace. It's very obvious through some of the evos and some of the evos that they don't allow center backs to fit into, that they want to keep those center backs at a lower pace amount or pace stat. Now, here's the official requirements right now. This could change. I do want to mention that because we've seen this change before. It's just max 90 overall, center back position, max 2 playstyle pluses, and 10 base playstyles. So that is a pretty wide open EVO. Like, it doesn't say that you won't be able to fit cards that also have like the center defensive mid or the right back or left back position. I mean, I'm taking a look at my Patrick Vieira card, whose Winter Wildcards icon I've been EVOing for a while. He's probably the most meta center back that I've used in this game this year. And I mean, he fits this EVO according to what those requirements are saying. Now, how big of a stat boost is he going to get? Because he's already absolutely insane. You know, who knows? But depending on what that third play style plus is, I will absolutely consider putting him into that evolution there. So, of course, with this EVO being max 90, with it being the first center back EVO that is max 90 to give 3 play style pluses that we've had this year, I've got a couple of things to discuss with the market, guys. I think this is going to rock center back prices. I think you want to sell cards like the Jonathan Tah, cards like the Jacobo Ramon team of the season, cards like this Bremer team of the season card, because, I mean, even some of these have come down already. This card was 800K last week. Insane. Jonathan Tah still 500,000 coins. But let's say this center back EVO comes out, it's a couple 100K, and it allows you to make cards with 93, 94, maybe even 95 defending, and the same stat for physical. If pace is going above 90 here as well, this is going to be a really, really big evolution. And I think a lot of these existing center backs will be dropping in price on the market. Like, a lot of people below this tweet are like, I got multiple guys ready. Like, look at these guys with their comment. 90 rated Mickey Van de Ven evos with 94 pace. Like, bro, you're not going to get a pace boost on that card. But Mickey Van de Ven is one of the most popular center backs to evo in this game. And you give him a third play style plus, you give him maybe some stat boost that we really don't want to see. Like, this card, it might become really crazy. And some of the other EVOs that people already have in their clubs, like, there's a center back EVO just kind of hits different because it's a card that you can plug and play and feel like you can use for a long time. Whereas attackers, you cycle through quicker and more often. I feel like I stick with center backs longer in my team than I do with attackers. That's why I feel like this EVO carries a little bit of extra weight. So I'd be looking to sell any tradable center backs that you have, unless they're like super gigantic, crazy, like Trophy Titans, Maldini types of cards. Those might be a little safer, but those still could drop, especially some like cheaper cards like Indica from the Serie A team of the season. He was 50,000 coins now. He was all the way up at 93K. He's dropped off a lot, but even cards like this, I'd be very, very careful with. Now, on the flip side of things, cards that are 90 rated, 88 rated, center backs, they're moving because people are looking to invest for these EVOs. Chiellini from 100K yesterday up to 170,000 coins. This Mickey Van de Ven, who we just looked at, of course, in game as well, went from 1 million coins yesterday, spiked all the way to 1.5. That's why I added this one to my watch list here. You can trade with these cards. Like, I'm hoping that this card maybe goes back to 1.4 for a quick flip trade opportunity as he gets, you know, hyped up once again. If I can win him for 1.15 million coins, I will do that and try to flip him. Watch other center backs that like might be hyped for this as well. Yap Stam, Rio Ferdinand, just to name a few cards that might be hyped for this max 90 Evo, but sell them in the hype before this Evo does drop, and just kind of know that that is our big Friday content Evo that could be incoming. Now, watch out for the specific leaks that'll probably tell us the upgrades that this Evo gives in terms of the playstyles and playstyle pluses, and if the requirements change. Of course, we'll keep you guys updated here, but keep an eye out on Twitter for that. Now, let's look at the League One team of the season that was leaked yesterday as well, and it's crazy because we went from no leaks yesterday to start the day to having the whole entire team leaked with official stats. Now, a lot of people look at this and they say, Nate, there are some big names missing. And I agree there are, but I hope that means EA is going to be bringing some of those big names through SBCs, like Hakimi, who's not in here, maybe a Doué, who's not in here, maybe a João Neves, who people would like to see in here. But for the players that we do have, I mean, there are some nice cards. Vitinha is our first 97 rated. That's not true. Never mind. 97 rated is not new. We have Harry Kane and Clara Bull who are 97 rated. But he has 98 dribbling, 4 playstyle pluses, including incisive, load-driven, intercept, and Tiki. That card looks crazy. Tovan honestly looks crazy as well. He should have center attacking mid position if I'm not wrong, because his other cards have had that, or striker. 95 passing and shooting with 96 dribbling. Holy stats. Great playstyles as well. Sar, the center back there, looks really good, just a little bit low on the pace. Sangare for a midfielder with intercept, pinged, and tiki-taka with 96 dribbling. Looks crazy. And 96 pace. Wow. Ousmane Dembele has a 95 rated TOTS card. That's going to be an expensive item for him. Zaire Emery, Pacho, Sancho, whose card looks decent as well. 91 pace, 95 physical and defense with bruiser, block, and anticipate. Nuno Mendes with intercept, bruiser, and rapid. Holy card there. You've got, who else? Udol in here is a left back. Endrick is getting a TOTS breakthrough card. Tolisso is getting a midfielder card there. Akliush. You know, you've got even Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Barcolo, some pacey cards down here on the bottom of the team, maybe more packable and affordable because they're only 92 rated, but still look pretty solid there. Game changer for Barcola, rapid and finesse. Aubameyang has quick step, rapid, and low driven. That card's going to be blazing fast. So it's a League One team of the season. Is it the most hyped? No. But could there be some good pulls with this that you get this week? Sure, there could be if you get lucky. And also, I hope EA know this is League One TOTS, and I hope they spice up the SBC content and the EVO content a little bit. Of course, remember last year in FC25, League One was the first week of Team of the Season, and we had that crazy Due SBC. That was nuts. If they were to do something like that again, we have big time missing names. A lot of people are looking at Kvara. Kvara Dona as like a player SBC for League One TOTS would go crazy. Maybe Hakimi, Due, Juan Neves are involved. They're not leaked yet as SBCs or objective cards, but that could change soon. So watch out closely. It's probably the biggest news of League One TOTS that we don't have yet, is what our SBC players are going to be. So that's the official league team there. Screenshot, pause the video if you want to zoom in on a couple more cards. I do want to take a look at the other leagues that are coming as well. We've got the NWSL that's going to be joining League One. This team of players here does not look super good. You're missing some of the key names from the NWSL that you would normally like to see, like Trinity Rodman, Sophia Wilson, Mallory Swanson. I believe those players were injured more so throughout this last year than not. Chawinga's got crazy stats. Matsukubo actually could be super overpowered. That Esther card looks decent as well. Not terrible here for the NWSL TOTS, but not super crazy. The Super League TOTS, though, there are some nice cards in here. Marco Asensio looks like an amazing center attacking mid. Kokju looks decent in the midfield. Onuachu looks interesting with 9 physical. That's definitely a typo. Leroy Sané looks very good as well for a right mid with the inside finesse on the left foot with the finesse plus there. I think the Gabriel Sara card looks pretty interesting down there in the part of that team as well. That is the Super League team of the season with official stats. And then last but not least, I don't believe we have a full team league of the D1 Arkema TOTS yet, but Chawinga, Dumorne, Basha are involved in the D1 Arkema TOTS, and that Basha card does look very good. There's definitely a few more players that we need to see leaked from the D1 Arkema, but those are all official stats on those leaked there. So I guess my question to you guys is, do you feel like this week of League One Team of the Season is worth opening packs for, or would you rather start saving your packs and thinking about La Liga and Liga F team of the season that, of course, will be coming not this Friday, but the next Friday? I honestly think that's an interesting situation to at least ponder. Not that you're going to save every single pack, because, I mean, if you're still trying to do the 83x14s and some of the other SBCs, you got to be opening at least a few packs right now to kind of have a constant kind of just like constant spring of some fodder that's kind of going through your club at the moment. Actually, that's a pretty cheap Luis Diaz. 2.3. Can I buy that? 2.356. I'm going to pick that up because that is pretty cheap. But, you know, I'm just asking that question because I'm even tempted to do it a little bit. Saving a few packs for La Liga because that's going to have a lot of hype and hopefully some really, really good content. But I'd be curious to know you guys' thoughts there on those leaks. Now, let's talk about the market for just a second. I just bought a Luis Diaz. I was at least interested in some of these Bundesliga TOTS cards. What is going to happen with these card prices today? Well, it's guaranteed TOTS pack day, and one thing we know is that on the guaranteed TOTS pack days, usually we see some of the more expensive cards from the Impacts team move up in price a little bit. We saw this last week with Premier League. A couple of the cards moved up in value. Remember, Semenyo went up a bit just because people see the guaranteed pack comes out. They go and open it. They don't get the card that they want. Then they go buy that card to try it out. That could happen today with cards like the Diaz, like the Kane, like the Kimmich. But again, do I really want to hold on to these players right now? I don't know. All the other weeks of team of the season, Premier League and Serie A, the prices have moved up pretty good. Is this one going to be the same, or is it going to be different? Honestly, I'm not sure. With how the Premier League TOTS cards moved in the last week, some of them went up, some of them didn't move a whole lot. We're just kind of in a weird spot with the market where this week of TOTS is not going to have a crazy amount of hype. These Bundesliga cards are good. I mean, I say it's not going to have a crazy amount of hype. It all just comes down to the evolution content, to be completely honest, and what SBCs that we do get. But I guess I'm personally not looking to invest in any of these Bundesliga team of the season or even the Frauen Bundesliga cards that are out right now. What I would rather do is just buy it for your team if you want to buy it for your team, and then just sell it after a couple of days. That way, there's really not that much risk. So I'm personally not going to invest in these cards, but if you did want to buy one for your team, low prices on these should be seen between today on Wednesday and then tomorrow Division Rivals rewards, especially for the cheaper cards. They will be very easy to get on bid and snipe tomorrow after the Division Rivals rewards time frame. But yeah, market wise right now, if you just get on out of packs bids, you're going to make really easy coins. Or if you're trading with fodder, investing in team of the season cards at 20,000 coins, like we said, for the lower rated versions or the higher rated versions, sorry, the 93s, you're going to make easy coins. And just trading out of pack specials, guys, it is easy freaking coins right now. Just get on bids, look at flipping graphs, and get on snipes. Now, let's round out the video by what content is coming today on Wednesday. Like we already mentioned, the Bundesliga guaranteed SBC should be coming out today. And remember, last week, the Premier League SBC was made cheaper by EA, thankfully, because it was only 2 squads. I hope they do this again this week for Bundesliga. Instead of an 87 and an 88, just make it 2 87 squads. We will be happy. That'll be a fun one to complete today. The other SBC that we're looking out for is the Week 3 TOTS pick, which I'm still a little curious about because we have a Week 2 TOTS pick that's going to expire, and that's been the trend. We get a TOTS pick from all the cards that are in packs for that given week, and we get to do it for the week after that. But we just had a 91 plus pick that was dropped yesterday. I still think we're going to get a 1 of 3 Week 3 TOTS player pick today. And that's going to be another reason why some of those fodder cards, 85 to 89 rated, will probably be moving on the market. And another reason why those 90, 91, 92, and even 93 rated team of the season cards could move up on the market as well. Player SBCs, we still have that end of there, a pop that is out there in the Carrasco team of the season that we have not seen yet. So there's a likely chance that either of those could come as an SBC today. And other than that, it's a Wednesday. So really, it's just kind of a get your rivals games in, get caught up on gameplay, weekend league is over type of grind day, to be honest. Maybe get some pack grind in, but really kind of a gameplay grind day to get objectives done. Also, I should mention this, content-wise today, there are a whole bunch of evolutions that are going to be expiring in the rewards tab. This might take some time, and maybe you can work it into your rivals gameplay today or even some squad battles. Check out all of these evos from the last season pass, like sweep and supply, dish them out, up to speed, locked and loaded. I haven't used them on cards. I need to use them on cards. It does boost the overall rating, but it is worth putting those on some players. Also, some 5-star skill move and weak foot boost. I got pinged pass plus here, up to a 3rd play style plus that I got to put on somebody. This is just a reminder to check your club for evos in the rewards tab specifically, because there's going to be plenty of these reward evos that are expiring, and you don't want to leave them sitting because there are some good ones inside of here. The make your idle cards from the last season that I never did, those are finally going away. Also, when these go away, it'll make the reward section, if you have still plenty of those left over like me, it'll make this reward section a lot simpler. I got a rapid plus for a 2nd play style plus. Yeah, I got to use that on a card too. So just check out evos today for that. Speaking of evos, I think we'll get a new one today, but I don't think it'll be that crazy. And other than that, UCL might be the biggest content of the day on this game besides the guaranteed TOTS packs. We'll be opening those up after content today on the stream, so make sure you come by here on the YouTube or on the Twitch to see that. And also, to see how many coins we can make off of that Luis Diaz that we just got there. And maybe if we get this Van de Ven at a very low price as well, we'll see, and we'll try to make some coins. But that is going to be the video for me today, guys. Drop by the stream once again today around the content drop. Those links are down below in the description, and I will see you guys today in the stream on a Wednesday. If you appreciated this video, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in that video today. It's been TheFutAccountant. Catch you later. Peace out.